Hey YouTube. Alright, so I just got home. It's a Friday and I'm tired as hell. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about the Bernie blackout that's been happening and what we can do to break it. You know, what the Bernie blackout is, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that Bernie is hardly ever covered in the media. And if he does, he's being called a socialist, blah, 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 and being treated very dismissively, Just ask him for his advice on Hillary and Donald Trump, or what he thinks about Joe Biden. Shit that doesn't matter. And for the most part, they just never ever mention his name. And I know that this is frustrating to a lot of people, but there are two sides to every coin. Like there's shadow and there's light, heads and tails. And the reality is, the Bernie blackout is not a curse. It's a blessing in disguise. Hillary Clinton is getting tons of media coverage. I challenge anybody right now to do a Google search with Hillary Clinton and then look at the results that pop up under the section news. Now do the same search for Bernie Sanders and see what pops up. Tell me which coverage you'd prefer. Go try it. You have to understand that this political revolution is not something, victory in this revolution is not something that's going to be given to us by anybody. The media isn't going to give it to us. Politicians aren't going to give it to us. The DNC damn sure ain't going to give it to us. We're going to have to take this. We're going to have to go out there and we're going to have to fight for this. We're going to have to win. If Bernie Sanders loses, it won't be because of the corporate media. It won't be because of the DNC and the lack of debates. It won't be because of any of these things. It won't be because he has a problem with minorities. It won't be because Black Lives Matter shouted him down. It won't be because of any of that. It will be because we failed. Now get out there and get him elected. Do something. And it doesn't have to be anything complicated. It can be something very, very simple. I take the cab all the time. Strike up a 5-minute conversation with the cab driver, Just talk about life. Then ask him how much he pays for insurance. Talk about how much you hate insurance. Relate to him. And then plug Bernie. I'm not pulling this out my ass. This is something that I do very routinely. And guess what? It works. Half of the time, in fact, almost every single cab driver I've talked to, no idea who Bernie Sanders is. You can change that. You don't have to talk to 70 or 80,000 people or reach 3 million viewers. You just have to convince one person. So go do it. And like I said before, if Bernie Sanders fails to win the nomination, it won't be because he's a weak candidate. It would be because we didn't do our part. And we didn't talk to enough people. And we didn't make change happen. It's real easy to sit behind a keyboard and say, oh, Bernie, he's a great guy, but nothing. If you like Bernie and you want it to happen, make it happen. The work continues. Get out there and make everybody feel the burn.